And so our 8R is actually stuck in the field right now. Like, the 8R isn't, but the plow is. Like, the plow, like, won't budge. So we gotta go and pick up a skid steer, and we gotta somehow, because the hydraulic system's completely ruined on that plow. Like, we're gonna have to use a skid steer to get it up. So we gotta go here and get a skid steer, because this is not good. So we gotta get skid loaders. We'll get New Holland. Gotta get pallet forks for it. Now I guess what we can do is hope this works, because if we can't get that plow out of the field, then there's a chance that that thing, we're gonna have to get like a crane to get this thing out. It's that buried. It doesn't look like it, but I got in that 8R, and I tried to move that bad boy, and that thing would not budge an inch. So hopefully the rain will like calm down by the time we get there. Because we need to go. It is a downpour right now, so. So let's go down. So yeah, I did buy a 6R, and we already got the plow stuck that was on it. We probably should have used the 8960 to get it out. But we came outside from our nap, bro, and it was downpouring, so I was like, and Jimmy was out in the field. Was out in the field trying to plow. Was trying to plow this field for me, and he got stuck, so I gave him an extra, or I doubled the price that I was giving him for it, and now he's back at home, so I'm just gonna finish it off, possibly even get someone else out here to do this, but she's buried, bro, and this is not too good. We're gonna have to ruin these ruts we made. Oh yeah, we were running through this mud like it's muddy out here. Okay, so yeah, these boys aren't coming out of the ground. They're deep in there. So we gotta take the skid steer, and we gotta lift up the front of it. And this, just remember, this plow only needs 100 horsepower to pull, and I think it's a 7 actually. I might have been saying 7. No, yeah, it's an 8R. So that 8R has 300. Okay, so we gotta lift. We gotta get as close to the hydraulic system as possible to lift. Okay, we got those plows out of the ground. Now, let's get in the 6R and see you guys back in just a second. Okay, so we got everything up. We be folded up and latched in with the skid steer. And we're gonna grab on here with the skid steer and hopefully we can just pull it back. Just gonna go like this, right in between those spikes, put her in the ground. Now we should be able to pull it back. Dang it! There we go. We're pulling the skid steer on, guys. Pulling her out of the field. So we're gonna go throw the skid steer in the shed. So we actually sold the camper and the batwing mower. Yeah, I know, we just bought it now, but the batwing mower wouldn't allow us to make bales. Like, it wouldn't allow us to make stuff for bales. So I just had to... close up these doors here. So we're not gonna go inside quite yet. We're just gonna go over to the shop because, yeah. Just gonna close all the doors that we can. So let's look at our thing here. So this field is a mess, first of all. We didn't even get to plow the whole thing. And this field is actually doing better than I imagined, not gonna lie. So we gotta go out and plow this field once it kind of dies down, because I do know that there's really sandy parts, and that's where we're gonna get really stuck. So let's hope that let's hope that this rain will maybe compact some of the loam, like this. And not really like that. So we kind of want it yellow. But we also kind of want it like greenish, like this. So it's kind of like sand loam, or even loam is fine. So one of these two would be the best, but if you have loamy sand, then there's really not much you can do about that. But let's look at our pH value things. So we got some 6.0, we got 6.0 spots, a little bit darker, 5.2, a little darker spots, 6.25. So fields are doing okay. Let's look at our nitrogen. So we have 20 kilograms of nitrogen and 0 grams on, or kilograms on these. So let's look at our yield. So we're getting about 85% yield in this whole area. This area, it's about, okay, so this area is pretty good. This area we're getting about, I want to say 115 to 125% yield. And then 65% yield over here. But then on this field, I'm only getting 55. So, wait, we gotta go back in here. So, let's see what our prices on. Okay, so sand or corn, in our silo, it's about $772. So the restaurant gives us about $773. I think. Yeah. And then the ranch gives us $770. $571 at the port grain elevator, and the central grain elevator we're only getting $749. So I'm only getting $3 extra at the restaurant, but that's the thing, is that the restaurant's closed and the prices aren't going up from here, so we're gonna go hop in the grain truck and we're gonna transfer everything that's in the harvester into here to the rest of this. We might have to take a couple things, like a couple trips, but we're gonna get through this. Not the best day to be doing everything that we're doing, but we need to get this grain transferred quick because it's almost summertime and those prices are gonna drop. So they have dryers at the ranch actually inside there, so I think we're just going to let this stuff get wet. It should be fine because it's pretty new. Okay, it's all the way full. So we're gonna back up the header into the thing just to keep as much of this dry as possible. Shutter off, everything and that snazzy stuff. Hop in the whip, close up the cover, and we are going to get on the road. So we got a little bit of a drive there. So it's gonna take longer for us to go on these roads because we can only go like 10, 15 miles, 25 miles an hour-ish. So we're just gonna take the highway down there. And I need to turn the traffic back on really quick because, yeah. getting hung up on stuff here. Don't hit it. Ooh, almost hit that.